All right, guys, welcome to the Win Team. Today, we're going to talk about my six-stage outbound calls training. How do you take buyers from I'm just looking to let's make an offer? I have another one like this that's for sellers. How do you take them from I'm thinking about selling to let's list my home? So first of all, let's do the buyers. The Win Team six-stage outbound calls training. And these are six stages. You're not going to use all six every call, right? You're not like a robot, but it's being aware of the six stages and knowing what to say in the six stages that will create success for you, right? This is a coaching guide. I've deliberately set it up as a coaching guide. Well, the first step of outbound calls is making the calls, right? And opening with confidence. A lot of folks struggle with this, and it's not that difficult. So I'm setting up this scripting for a Power Calls Outbound Blitz that we have this afternoon. And the important thing is to use a really powerful and genuine opening line. There are many that I can give you, but here's one that has worked really well for thousands of our leads and hundreds of escrows that we've opened. Hi, this is Andrew with Zillow Customer Services at EXP. How are you today? That's it. Just really simple. The customer will hear Zillow and services or customer. How are you today? Immediately transition into a quick three-question customer survey. Is Zillow your favorite property search website? If you could change or add to the website, what would you change? And are you using the website to help you buy a home, sell a home, or are you just looking? All you're asking the customer for is to participate in a quick survey. Hi, it's Andrew with Zillow Customer Services at EXP. How are you today? I'm doing a quick three-question customer survey. May I ask you three questions? Sure, great. Is Zillow your favorite property search website? If you could change or add something to the website, what would you change? And are you using the website to help you buy, sell a home, or are you just looking? What have you done? You've opened the call. You've opened with confidence. It's that opening conversation that is so hard for so many people, but we have such a big funnel, so many thousands of people to call. You just simply go into your follow-up boss, you put it onto that tap to dial, you start to tap, and as soon as somebody picks up, you begin that friendly conversation. You're looking to open the door. See it as that. You're just opening the door. That's stage one. Stage one is obviously making the call. Stage two is learning the customer's why. This has been the fundamental underlying principle of my entire sales career, no matter what I've been selling. Every product, the same thing. Learn the customer's why. Once the customer says to you, for example, I'm just looking, you can ease into this gentle transition. Yeah, I got it. May I ask, what has it made you decide to start looking right now? Right? Very simple. And the important part of that is the I completely understand or got it. I've always said, I completely understand. I hear that it's, a more youthful way to say it is got it, but I completely understand. Can I ask you this? What has it made you start to look right now? Or I got it. What's the main thing you're hoping to find in your next home? This is the why part. Stage one is make the call. Stage two is find out why. And you can relax a little bit. We did some role play yesterday and everybody did great. But I noticed that in the role play, most were fairly aggressive at the beginning. Hi, this is Andrew. You were looking at homes. When do you want to go out and look at homes? And it's like, whoa, hair back like this. It's that gentle transition in that is so important, right? What has it made you start looking at homes at this time? Or what's the main thing you're hoping to find in your next home? So it's that gentle walk in. They're open-minded, compassionate questions, and they help your customer talk. Once you get a customer talking, now you're opening the door. You're listening to their motivating reason, the why that drives them. So this is the why stage. If their why is strong, it's no longer a question of if they'll buy. The question now is When will they buy? Who will they buy with? So stage one, make the call. Stage two, learn their why. That's the listening. Stage three, build rapport, right? This is where you make it personal. So I'm going to give you three different scenarios here. Rapport is built by simply listening and responding to one statement they make. Just listen to that one statement they make. Here's a mistake, unfortunately, a lot of agents will make that they'll ask that question, hey, what is it that made you start looking at homes now? They walk into the open house. Hey, what brought you to this open house today? Hey, why did you choose this neighborhood? Hey, what's the main reason you're doing this today rather than being at the mall with your family or at a ball game? And you listen to them, right? It's that listening that's important. Unfortunately, a mistake a lot of agents make is they go, okay, let's show you the home, rather than listening to what the customer says, because we're nervous, right? So rapport is built by simply listening. I'll give you a couple of examples. If the customer says, yeah, well, we want better schools for our kids. Here comes that I completely understand, right? You'll say, I understand. That's so important. What are their names? And if you've got a manila folder and you start writing, that's even better. Or a notepad and you start writing, they start telling you about their kids. How old are they? Great. What kind of schools are they in now? You are well on your way to being their realtor because you're building rapport. What if they say to you, hey, we're downsizing? You would say, what's your current home like? What would you like to change about that home? Well, it's two-story. Yeah, I get it. Are you looking for another two-story? You want a one-story? One story. Okay. How big is it? I bet you really like it. Cool. Right. What are the main features of the home you'd like to bring with you? What are features you'd like to change? These are so many questions that come from a simple response mechanism, rapport mechanism. Stage three, we're downsizing. You listen. Oh, I got it. All right. What's your current home like? What is it that you'd like to change? Then many people will say, I'm renting. I want more space. I want a yard. I want a pool, right? Whatever. They could give you, this is what we call a feature driven customer, a feature driven customer, right? I got it. I completely understand. How's your search going for that kind of home? This is an important question because in your power office open houses, very important question. When you run into somebody at Starbucks and you're scrolling through your archive and you're showing them your archive and talking about your real estate business, it's an important question, right? How is your home search going? And they're going to say, well, I've got an agent. Oh, I get it. Cool. How are your offers going? Well, we didn't get an offer accepted. I understand. What is it that's driving you to get a home right now? How soon do you want to be in your home? It's all those probing questions that build rapport. This, by the way, is what doctors are trained to do. This is what attorneys are trained to do. Unfortunately, agents are not trained to do it unless they're on the win team. So your third phase, your third stage is build rapport. Now I'm going to tell you about a stage that I've used again my whole career. It's what I call the declaration stage. You don't want to keep on asking questions, question after question after question, because people get question fatigue, right? They start to feel like they're being interrogated. Yeah. So after you've found out the why, after you've built some rapport, now you're going to move into that declaration stage, which is where you offer solutions. Now that you know their why, offer a solution and move them towards seeing homes with you. Keep it direct, simple, and focused on their motivation. So look back. You've made the calls, simple survey to open. You've learned the customer's why. You've built rapport and made it personal. And now you're going to make a declaration. Here's an example. We talked about children. Wow, I'm so glad that children are your motivation. There's some great schools in our area. I already have a few homes in mind with good schools. Do you prefer to look at homes on weekdays or on the weekend? How simple is that? So up here, you ask them why. When you ask them why, they came back and said it was their children. Then you ask them more about their children, what their names are. Right here, look. And now you're taking it to the next stage. And in the declaration stage, you're making a declaration specific to their children. There are great schools in our area. I already have a few homes in mind. Do you prefer to look at homes on weekdays or weekends? What if they said to you in the relationship stage, oh, we want to downsize? So here's how you now make a declaration. I know of a few great homes coming on the market in your price range. When's the best time for you to look at them? Do you prefer weekdays or weekends? That's the declaration stage. What's the declaration here? I know a few great homes that match you. There are great schools in our area. Or here comes the feature-based one, right? I want a pool. I want to stop renting. I know a couple of homes with exactly what you described. They need to feel that you know what you're doing, that you're not just getting an appointment to push them around, but you know what you're doing. So now you've got that feature-based declaration. I know a couple of homes with exactly what you described. I'd love to show them to you. Would weekdays or weekends work better for you? Got it? Now comes to stage 5. So you've opened it, you've made the call, you've learned what their why is, right? I'm just looking, you say, got it. What is it that made you decide to start looking? What's the main thing you're hoping to find in your next home? From the why stage, you've gone to building rapport. From building rapport, you've now made them feel good. You've made a declaration. Now comes the last stage, which is booking the appointment. Always offer a specific time. So many agents lose it here and say, okay, I'll put together a list. And when you see one that you like, give me a call. They're never going to call you, right? Now's the time to book that appointment with a specific time. Don't just send a list. Be personal, confident. Book a showing like this. Perfect. I'm looking forward to seeing homes together. How about Saturday morning at 10? Or would Sunday at 2 work better for you? Offer 2 clear time slots and keep offering 2 time slots until they choose one. Once booked, now comes your wrap up. Here's stage 6 with gratitude and confidence. Thank you so much for talking with me. This is Andrew again with eXp Realty. I'm looking forward to meeting you on Saturday at 10 a.m. in Temecula. Let's meet at ABC Coffee Shop on 1234 Madison Street, okay? I'll send you a geodot so you know exactly where to go. In the meantime, I'll send you an email with some of the best matches for your needs, and I'll set up 2 or 3 homes for us to view. Just text or call or email me if there's any others you'd like to see, okay? Super. Thanks again. I'll see you on Saturday. So you're sending the list, but you're setting the appointment first. Appointment list, not list and hope for an appointment. This process is not just about, it's not at all about pushing. It's about discovering, connecting, and leading. Ask better questions, listen deeply, and offer value matched to their motivation. It's all about matching. That's how you win with outbound buyer calls. Well, there you have it, guys. How do you all like this? Who would like to have this script?
I'll take it.
I
Right?
think
Does it
I
help
already
you?
I'll
put
take it.
my comment in the chat there. It's a great script. Would love it.
Awesome. Let's do this, my friends. Let's go in here and let's go to share. And let's make this a public link. Here you go. Copy link, and I'm going to drop it into the chat right now for you.
But you're right. It's all about the delivery too. Got to practice it.
So I thought this would be fun. There you go, guys. I thought this would be fun. We'll actually do it in the Blitz at 2 today. I'll start up. Yeah, it's super simple. Martel, trust me, mate. I've seen scripts from trainers that charge $1,000 a month. There's like 1,900 lines and nobody ever uses them. And this is, again, it's what I've done in real life. A lot of what trainers do is they'll get, they'll talk to 100 team leaders around the country who also haven't sold for a long time and get 100 suggestions. It's not the same as just doing it. I've done this thousands and thousands of times. And sometimes what happens is, yeah, exactly, James. Exactly. Engaging those ghosted leads. Because look, James, you're going to have people, obviously, that you've talked to a couple of times before. You're not going to go through the whole piece, right? But being aware of the different stages. Let me just get rid of this. Being aware of the different stages. Watch this, James. So if it's somebody you've spoken to before, you're obviously not going to do the survey, right? Because you're going to refer back to the last meeting that you had, right? But maybe when you look at background in Follow-Up Boss, and you go, let me just, I don't want to lose myself here. You go into the background in Follow-Up Boss, and there's nothing in the background. You might drop in on the why. Hey, remind me, what's the main reason you're looking for homes right now? Restore that why and go back into right here. Look, let me just drag this across. Hold on. Hold on, guys. You might want to go back into Follow-Up Boss. Drag this over here. All right. So you'll go back into Follow-Up Boss. And when you're in Follow-Up Boss, you want to go down to background. And in background, you want to drop their why right here into background, right? Just add background. So James, it might be somebody you've spoken to many times before, but you don't have their background. You don't know exactly what their reason why is, right? So then you'll drop into why, or maybe you do know their why, right? And you need to make it a little bit more personal. It's gotten to be kind of clinical. Maybe you're doing great with their why, and it's a personal conversation, but you're not good at declarations, or you haven't made a declaration. People want to hear why they should work with you, right? And this declaration, these simple things, right? Not I'm the top agent in the area. You can definitely say, look, I have a whole team behind me. And we're like number 6 team in California. So I want you to know you got people behind you. But what's important is what's important to you. And that is schools. And there are great schools in our area. That declaration, right? Or somebody says, I don't know if I can get qualified, and hey, your qualifications going really well. We're going to get you qualified. What's the best time to look at property? Right? Here's another declaration. I know homes with exactly what you described. So often agents will say, I'll send you a list, and there's no declaration. Yeah. Yeah. You see, look, Mike's saying it in really good terms here. Give the client an insider's advantage. They need to feel that you've got something on the inside that they're not going to get with another agent. I often say this phrase, there are some great homes coming on the market, right? And you go, well, Andrew, that's not true because I don't know of other homes coming in the market. Yes, you do. It's called the MLS. There's always homes coming on the market. Even in the worst market, there's homes coming on the market. It's just that when there's less homes, people can't be so picky, right? So it's declaration. All right. What other thoughts do you guys have here? I love the chat this morning. Inside advantage, great skip for engaging, ghosted leads. Does anybody want to run through and do this with me? Come on, one of you. One of you be the agent and I'll be the customer. I'm going to pick somebody if you don't pick yourself. So who's going to do it with me?
I'll do it.
All right, Mike. So here we go, brother. You got the scripts there on your screen?
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm driving. I don't have them up. So
you know
I
what?
guess I'll
Then
have
let's
to take
just,
a pass.
brother, let's just do it Mike
Yep.
style. Okay.
All right.
No
I'm
problem at
ready.
all. Give me a call. So you just called me. Hey, this is Andrew.
Hey, Andrew, how are you? This is now I'm going to go off of what we talked about last night. That
Yep.
This is Mike Shemansky with Zillow Premier Agent at EXP. I want to know how your home search is going and how I can help you.
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah. We kind of backed off right now, to be honest with you. The loan
I
didn't go
totally
so
understand.
well. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit of a pain.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. When do you think you might be willing to get back into the game, so to speak, and get those new house keys?
Well, like I say, it's really the whole qualification thing. It just seems that we don't have quite enough money right now.
Oh, I got you. Well, I want to let you know that you're not alone. But what we've done here at the Win Team is that we've got friends in the financial business, and they've been able to do miracles for some of our clients. In fact, a lot of them our clients may think that they're not qualified, but once they speak to our financial friends, they're able to get a solution that fits for your particular needs. Would you like me to make a connection for you?
Yeah, I'd be willing to try again. It's my wife is definitely very disappointed,
Uh-huh.
So yeah. So you see what you did here. Okay, what does everybody give him out of 10? I give him like an 8 out of 10 on that. I think that's pretty bloody good. What do you guys think? Jonathan, John, Joseph, what do you guys think? Girls, what do you think of what he just did?
For this time of the day, I'd say a 10.
You think? You think it's 6:56 in the morning,
And I'm
right?
driving.
I
Right?
think I
Camera,
think his tone also sounds not too pushy.
I agree.
It sounds helpful.
I agree. I think the only thing that I would say, and of course, he's nervous because he's doing it in front of a whole bunch of people, right? Is maybe step down, 20% in your voice where there's like that pause a little bit. I think we're often
Yeah.
afraid to pause on the phone, but I thought it was
Yes.
bloody good. I thought it was bloody good. Um,
Well, considering I just left LAX.
you just like
Just
that, driving. Yeah, I think you did great. Somebody else do it with me. Come on.
just an
Who else wants?
observation. I
Yeah,
think that probably he was answering too quickly
Yeah,
to your,
I know that.
yeah,
that's what I was saying with the pace thing. But
yeah,
you know what?
Right.
I thought it was bloody good. I really
absolutely.
did. Um, Heriberto
Thank
says,
you.
what if they continue? So let's answer Heriberto's question. He says, what if they continue to say, I'm not interested? So one thing I can share with you there that I have said, look, Heriberto, with scripts, it doesn't work every time. If it did, everybody will be making $1 zillion a month, right? But when people say to me, I'm not interested a couple of times, what I've said is, I completely understand. When you were looking, what was it that was driving you so much? What's changed? That's a powerful question because you're trying to get them away from handing you off to talking. It's all about getting people talking. So you're either going to go back or forwards. If you go back, it's back to the rapport stage. When you were looking, what was it that was driving you? Oh, I was just looking. I completely understand. What was driving your search? Oh, well, we're not interested anymore. I totally get it. When you were looking, what was it that was motivating you guys to look? Now that's going back. What about going forward? Give me an idea of what you would say going forward, or I'll give it to you. Oh, I completely understand. Yeah. So at some point in the future, you're going to be looking again. What is it that's going to be driving you in the future when you start to look again? Do you see? You're asking the same question. You're either asking it back or forward. When you start looking again in the future, you make that assumption because everybody is going to. When you look at next time you go to Zillow, what will you be looking for? Next time you go to Realtor.com, what will you be looking for? Next time you're sitting in a coffee shop, scrolling through and you look at homes, what type of home are you looking for? In the future, when you change your mind, what's going to drive you? You see, you're either moving them forward or backwards, but you're asking them the same question, which is, what is it you're looking for? That's my answer to you, Heriberto. Go backwards or forwards. What was it you're looking for? What will you be looking for? Who wants to do one more run at this with me for the outbound call? And then we're going to wrap it up. Who's going to do it? You got it, Heriberto? Good. Who's going to do this with me? Come on, guys. One of you power ladies. Thomas, nice to see you, brother. I hear you just put one in escrow. Congrats. Did the ladies
Patricia,
drop?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Patricia
it's
should do
awesome.
it.
Huh?
Patricia should do it. She's good.
Patricia, you there?
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi,
All
this is
right.
Andrew. Hi, this is Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. This is Patricia with Zillow Premier. I was calling to see how your home search is going.
Okay.
All right. Well, great. I'm, happy to see that you're on our site, and I just wanted to see what brought you here.
Yeah, we were just thumbing through some homes.
Okay. Is there anything specific that you're looking for in a home?
We'd like somewhere that has good schools for the kids.
Okay, wonderful. So we have a lot of buyers that are looking for the same thing, looking for a good neighborhood, good, schools in the area. And we do have a lot of listings in the area that we can send to you that are also not actually on the market right now that are not in, that you can see because they're in coming soon status. So this is an advantage to you because you'll get in front of other buyers that don't have access to these coming soon homes. Is that something that would interest you to get in front of the competition?
Sure, send me a list.
Okay, great. And I'm gonna go ahead and do some research. What kind of home are you looking for? A one story, a two story? Give me an
It
idea of the bed
doesn't
and
matter
bath
as
that
long
you're
as it's
looking for.
doesn't matter as long as it's more than 1,000 square feet and it's under 700,000.
Okay, great. Do you have any pets? Do you need an outdoor space, gated? What are you looking for?
Yeah, just an average size yard. We got a little white dog.
Oh, really? Okay. I love dogs. I have three of them myself.
That's great.
Okay, so Andrew, I'm going to look at some homes and I'm going to send those to you, but I wanted to find out what is your availability? Are you mostly
Good
available
girl.
during the week or on the weekends?
Good girl. I prefer to be on the weekends. I work really hard during the week. I take care of a whole bunch of agents. You've got to hold their hand every second, and it's
A bunch of crying
absolutely
agents,
exhausting.
I can hear that. Yes.
I get up at 6:30 in the morning. I'm with them at 6 o'clock at night. I don't have any time in the week to even breathe. Sorry, what was your question?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm excited to have a little bit of time with you. So, does Saturday or Sunday work better?
Saturday's good for me. So
Okay. Do
look,
you
guys,
prefer 10 a.m. or 3 p.m.?
so look at Patty. I think she did really good there because I'm a difficult customer, right? What do you guys think?
I think it was awesome.
Oh, she was amazing.
I knew
Yeah,
I
I
picked the
think it
right
was,
person.
but I'll tell you something, Patty. I
Mm-hmm.
know that you are the agent who said to people, I'm going to send you a list and I'll call you when you find something you like. Because I could feel you slipping down that slope, right?
Yeah, well, I do send a list, right?
That's
Because
good.
I
Yeah.
want to engage them so they can see the homes, but then I do end up, I do set the appointment to show them the home.
So I thought you did really, really good. I would
Mm-hmm.
encourage you, I would
Mm-hmm.
encourage you that in this section right here, look at the order here.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm looking for, sorry, that's offering a specific time. Right. The order here. So the order here is, here's your declaration, which you did. There's great schools. Here's your declaration. I have a few homes in mind. You went down the coming soon thing, right?
Oh, yes,
And
yes. Uh-huh.
right, right. Then you ask the question. Now there's a sequence here because you've got the declaration right here that you have a few homes, right? Now you're asking what's the best time. And when you book the appointment, it's like appointment then list. So
Okay.
if you look at, you see the distinction. I'm looking forward to seeing homes together. How about Saturday morning? Offer two climbs time slot. Once booked, confirm the date and time. And
Mm-hmm.
after that, you're going to get into right here, right there. Look at that. In the meantime, I'll send you an email. So I would encourage you to think about doing that flip right there. That
Okay.
go for that appointment before the list. Here's the reason why, Patty. When we all started, a lot of people didn't know how to do lists. Now, most of them have got saved lists, search list, multiple search lists, Redfin search lists, Zillow search lists. And when you say you're going to send them a list, they think, oh my God, another list? Because they've got
Mhm.
so many already. Now, remember,
They,
you're talking to the
yeah,
guy
the
who's
only, I
yeah,
think I was just gonna comment really quick. They have access to the homes that are available, but they don't have
yeah.
access to the coming soon, right? So that's why I use that as a, it actually worked yesterday.
No, I
For
know it.
for
Trust
one
me,
of,
I'm not criticizing you at all. All I'm suggesting is go for the appointment before the list. You can do it any way that you want. That would just be
got
my
it,
suggestion.
got it.
And the coming soon is really, really good because people don't know what it is, right?
Right.
And let's face it, Patty, you can tell people there's homes that aren't even coming soon, that aren't even on the MLS that I'm going to be able to show you by Wednesday. You know why? Because they're not on the MLS today, but they will be on Wednesday.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
I have always been cautious about promising people off-market properties because in my heart, I know it's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
I've sold the only off-market properties I've sold in my entire career out of 2,500 homes were properties that I sold to investors. But the likelihood of finding a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home in the Temecula Valley School District that's under 800,000 in this next week that's off market is like 1 in 150,000.
Right.
So I love what you do, that you're very genuine and you're talking about this coming soon. And you and I both know that everything that's on going to be on the MLS next Wednesday is coming soon. We just don't know it yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you can send them that coming soon list, which I love. So the bottom line out of this is, I mean, this is why we're so excited for you to be on the team. You're experienced and you're like fine tuning a well-oiled machine. And
Right.
I think you did just absolutely great. I really did. And I appreciate you jumping in with me. So look, guys, I've run a little bit late today. I hope this was helpful to you.
This was
Patty, you're the
fun.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I know. I like it. I love this role play, and we learn so much from each other. So, look, I know you've all got a ton of appointments today. Hopefully, those of you who don't have appointments, you can join me at 2, somewhere between 2 and 5. Jump on and join me. And I appreciate you all. Next Monday, we start out with the Power Blueprint for April. You've got 1 day left on Monday, 1 weekend left. Let's put those in escrow this weekend. I know you can do it. All right. You're fantastic. See you on Monday. See you today at 2. Thank you, everybody.